Good morning to my lovely students of class 6th. Welcome to the another class of English grammar. Today I am going to explain you verb tenses. We shall learn about the tenses. Tenses shows the time at which the action of a verb takes place. In all languages, tense is divided into three classes, namely present tense, past tense, and future tense. So let's begin with the first class of tense, that is past tense. As I told you that we use different tenses, verbs in sentences depending on when the action took place. So first class I am going to explain you now what is the past tense. Past tense, when a verb is used to show that an action was completed, means the action or the thing happened before today. So we add ed and this is called past tense. So these are the words by adding ed we can use in the past tense sentences. So first verb is cooked, fixed, played, clapped, painted, danced. So these words tells us that the action has happened before today. Now second class is present tense. When a verb is used to show that the action takes place at present, it is called as a present tense. These are the words which tells us that the action or things happening now. We can add s or es to the verbs like cooks, grills, paints, dances, prepares, claps. Now the last class is future tense. When a verb is used to show the action will take place in future is called future tense, as the action hasn't happened yet, means it will happen in the future. So it is the future tense. We add will with the verb. Will prepare, will clap, will listen, will paint, will fix, will color. So these words shows that the action has not yet happened. Now my dear children, let me explain you through one example about present, past and future. In the first sentence of present tense, she goes to school. So this sentence shows that the action takes place at present. So first form of the verb plus es. Next, past tense, she went to school. So went is the second form of the verb and this sentence shows that the action was completed, that she had already went to the school. Third one is future tense, she will go to school. So action has not yet happened, means it is a future action. This sentence shows that the action will take place in future. So will plus first form of the verb. I am going to tell you the uses of tenses. This is simple present tense. Subject plus verb s or es. Verb means first form of the verb. With first form of the verb s or es plus object. These are the examples of simple present tense. She plays basketball. Here she is the subject. Play is the first form of the verb and we have added s with the first form of the verb, and basketball is the object. Here are some more examples with the subject plus verb s or es plus object. My son lives in London. It smells very delicious. We pray to God every day. You have a big house. She speaks English in USA. He lives in New Delhi. George brushes his teeth twice a day. So these all examples we have used subject plus first form of the verb s or es plus object. Now here we have to remember In the simple present tense, the use is with the first person, second person and third person. So with the first person, second person and third person and plural subjects, we use first form of the verb. That is, I read, I get up, I go, I play. In the same way, you read, you get up, you go, you play. Arun and Radha read, Arun and Radha get up, Arun and Radha go, Arun and Radha play. Here, this thing also we have to remember that with the third person singular subjects, that is he, she, Arun, it and Mark, we add s or es. Here we have added s and here es. He reads, she gets up, Arun goes, it plays, Mark reads, Mark gets up, Mark goes, Mark plays. Now my dear children, let me explain you how to make negative sentences in the present tense. For this, we need a helping verb, that is do or does, and other word, that is not. So these are the examples, like I do not sing, we do not play, you do not sing, they do not sit here. So these are the uses with the first person, second person and third person plural subjects. We are using first form of the verb, that is do plus not. So I've explained you these examples. Now second thing, we add does not before the root verb. Root verb means first form of the verb with the he, she, it and all other singular subjects. That is, with the third person singular subjects, we add s or es plus not. So here we have used es. He does not sing. Do with first form es we have used plus not. He does not sing. She does not cook. It does not walk. Jyoti does not dance. So these both are negative sentences. How to use with the first person, second person, third person. The rule for this, with first form of the verb plus not, or with the first form of the verb plus es plus not. Now let me explain you the exercises. Change the following sentences in the negative form. So everyone knows how to sing. Here everyone we will use does not. So everyone does not know how to sing. Call all the girls here. So we'll add here do, because plural subject, so do. So do not call all the girls here. He lives near the post office. So he does not live near the post office. We'll remove s from here. I know what she wants. It will change. I do not know what she wants. We play cricket every day. We do not play cricket every day. So these sentences I have changed in the negative form, and I am sending you the answers also. You can read and understand and note it down neatly in the books. Now next I am going to explain you how to use simple present tense in interrogative sentences. With to, we will use I, we, you and they and all other plural subject and root form of the verb plus question mark. Here also with does, we'll use he, she, it and all other singular subjects and root form of the verb plus question mark. For example, with do, we have used I and first form of the verb, that is go, and question mark. Here also with do, we and first form of the verb sing and question mark. Do you like cricket? Do these go to a movie? Do the girls dance? Does he sing? Does she cry often? Does it sting? Does the boy walk? You have to remember all these things, then only you can change the simple present tenses into interrogative sentences. Now, my dear children, you have to remember these things, that with the simple present tense sentences, we have to use subject plus verb, with the verb s or es plus object. With the negative sentences, subject plus do or does plus not plus verb base form, that is first form of the verb, plus object. And for the interrogative sentences, in the simple present tense, do or does plus subject plus first form of the verb plus object, and then at the end question mark. Question mark is the main identification for the interrogative sentences. Now next class is simple past tense. As I have told you, action happened before today and we add ed is shows the action happened or it is completed. But there are some simple past tense forms of the verb that does not end in ed or s. Such verbs are called irregular verb, like sold, bought. In the book page number 82, 83 and 84, the list of strong verbs and weak verbs are given. You have to go through it. When you are not reading or learning anything, please go through these pages and carefully read the three forms of the verb, so that when you will change into first form, second form and third form, you will not have any difficulty. So I hope all will read it. Now I am going to explain you how to make negative and interrogative sentences in the past tense. For this, we have to use subject plus did not plus root verb, that is first form of the verb. This is the pattern for the negative sentences. Here you can see she plus did not plus first form of the verb. So she did not cry at all. The doctor did not come. And in interrogative sentences, the pattern will be did plus subject plus first form of the verb plus question mark. Like did is the questioning word, then she is the subject, plus cry means first form of the verb, at all question mark. Here also did is the questioning verb, plus the doctor is the subject, and come, that is first form of the verb. So did she cry at all? Did the doctor come? Now I am going to explain you the sentences in the negative form, how to rewrite it. Now first sentence, she knew the correct answer. So subject will remain same. Then we will add did not and knew. It will change into the first form of the verb according to the pattern, the correct answer. So she did not know the correct answer. I, after I, did not went will change into first form of the verb, that is go to school yesterday. Next one, the boys did not carried will change into first form of the verb, that is carry their bags willingly to school. Fourth one, they sat, then after subject will add did not. Sat will change into first form of the verb, that is sit, and watched also will change into first form of the verb, that is watch. So they did not sit on the fence and watch the match. As I have explained you, question number 1 to 4, with the same pattern you have to change these sentences also in the negative form. So when I will give you the answers, you can try yourself and then check your answers. Now exercise number 5, I am going to explain you. Rewrite the following simple past tenses into interrogative form. So these sentences which we have to change into interrogative form. As I have told you, the pattern that did plus subject plus first form of the verb plus question mark. So first sentence, he brought his pet mouse to school. As I've told you, we will add did. So did. Then what is the subject here? He. So did he. Then first form of the verb, that is brought, will change into bring. So did he bring? The rest sentence will remain same. Did he bring his pet mouse to school? Then question mark. In the second sentence also, the guard heard a sound in the storeroom. As I told you, did. Then subject. So did, the subject is the guard. Then first form of the verb, heard, will change into hear. So did the guard hear a sound in the storeroom? Next one, did plus subject. What is the subject here? The strong man. So did the strong man, bent will change into bend. So did the strong man bend the stick in two? In the same way you will try to do yourself and check your answers with the solutions I will send to you in the PDF. So my dear students, you have to remember these things when you are changing the negative form in the past tense. Subject plus did not plus root verb. This pattern we have to follow in the negative sentences. Did plus subject plus root verb, that is first form of the verb plus question mark. This pattern we have to follow when we are rewriting the sentences of simple past tense into interrogative sentences. So these both things you remember, then only you can change or rewrite the sentences into negative and interrogative form. So my dear students, today I have explained you what is present tense, past tense and future tense. With that I have explained you to change negative and interrogative form in the present tense and past tense. Hope today's concept is clear to you, and with the more practice you will able to solve the questions in the upcoming exam, that is first term. I will be clearing your queries in the next Zoom class. Till then you practice the exercises given in the book. So thank you everyone and God bless you all.